how to build a circuit using a solderless breadboard. But before that, I am going to show you first the materials we need in order to accomplish this task. The first thing we need is a small solderless breadboard, of course, just like this. Okay, can you see? This is a small solderless breadboard. Solderless because it doesn't need to use a solder to run a circuit or to build a circuit. Okay, can you see this small thing? This is what they call a resistor. Okay, then the red LED bulb 5mm, but since it is not available, I just purchased the yellow and the orange one. So any color of this LED will do. So if you don't have a red one, then you can use this one. And then the 9 volts battery in any brand. So I get the 9 volts Panasonic battery. So as you see, this looks like this. There is indication at the negative side and the positive side, and also this socket, I think. Okay, and next is the 9 volts battery snap connector. This looks like this. A closer look, and as you see, there is a solid wire in the tip. We are going to insert it in a breadboard. Okay, this looks like this. And then the solid wire. Why does this is called a solid wire? This is called a solid wire because it has a single solid or a single metal wire or a copper wire inside it. Not a stranded one, but a solid one. This looks like this when this is not cut. And since we got this solid wire, not a ready-made copper wire, we have to cut it out, and so we need to have a wire cutter. But my apology if I am not able to purchase one because I don't have enough budget. So I found an alternative, which is a scissor. This looks like this. This is a scissor. It is not advisable to use, but I have no choice. Okay, and I will teach you how to cut this wire to form like this. So what we have to do is we need scissors, and also wire, solid wire, of course. So let's just cut this like this. Then we will remove the cover. Okay. You have to be careful so we are not going to cut the wire inside this plastic hood. Okay, after that we can pull like this. Then this is the solid wire tip. And it's gonna do like this. So it's ready to insert in the breadboard. And then the other side, if you cut the other side, you will have to cut the other side. This is the process. It is really easy when we have a wire cutter, but in my case I don't have one, so I just really use an alternative, which is scissor. It's really hard, but it's worth it afterwards. Okay, this looks like this, and we're just gonna do like that. So this is the finished product. It is ready to use, as you can see. And since we have all the materials needed, okay, I'm just gonna display them for you, so you can see what are the materials we need. Okay, this looks like this. Have a closer look. I just use this box so things or the materials will never scatter or lose in place. Really good. And what we are going to do is to form a circuit or to illustrate this circuit or this schematic diagram in which we have a power source and a resistor and also a lead, and then this is a current flowing. The first step we have to do is to connect the battery snap connector to the breadboard. So what are the steps and how to connect this? It is said that insert the red lead and the top pass strip and the black lead in the bottom pass strip. Any hole will do, but it makes sense to connect the battery at the very end of the breadboard. But in our case, since this is the only breadboard available in the store, we buy this one. So I don't have any choice. In the case of this breadboard, it doesn't have a power rail or the extension, somewhat extension like this, and in which you have to insert this one. It doesn't mean that if you have this breadboard, you cannot able to illustrate or to demonstrate a simple circuit. We have to remember the connection in this breadboard. Can you see this? It is composed of a column and a row. And where is the connection? Connection lies in row. So can you see this five holes in row? This connects the one connection. And so if we have a what they call power rail, the connection for a power rail is vertical. So just look like that, by column, I mean. So since we don't have that kind of, or we don't have that extension or the power rail in our breadboard, then we are using the terminal strip. This is a terminal strip, and this one is the center division. Take note, center division, terminal strip, and the missing part here or the missing part of the breadboard that we don't have is the power rail. So we cannot follow the first step. So what we are going to do is to insert this in here. It is said also that we can insert it in any hole. I know that. So what I'm going to do is to insert this in the hole that I think very accessible. Especially that it is said in the further instructions that we have to insert both the resistor and the lead in the row 26. This is the row 25. So this will be the row 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So this will be the row 26. So to make it accessible, we have to insert this in row 25. So let's go. We lead this one. We have to insert this way. And the other one, and then next side. Okay, can you see? This looks like this. Make sure that it is very well inserted, because if not, the current will not allow to flow or cannot flow. Okay, then 3, we have to connect the resistor. Insert one end of the resistor in the hole of the resistor and to any hole in the bottom pass 3. Then pick up another row in the nearby terminal strip and insert the other end of the resistor in a hole in that terminal strip. And since we don't have the power rail or the bass strip again, so we only have to insert one end in the lead or in the next to the reed lead in order the current to flow. So we're gonna move like this, or we're gonna do like this. See, this looks like this, and we have to insert this one. We cannot insert this, but before that I have to illustrate first why this resistor look like this. I just gonna fold this up, because if we don't fold it up, we cannot insert it, right? So we have to fold this first. Just look like this, then fold like this. So this looks pretty amazing, right? So this is the finished product, and so I prefer using this one. Okay, so we just gonna insert this. We have to be careful to insert it in the right hole, because if it is not inserted in the right hole, our current cannot flow. So we cannot build a circuit. So let's go like this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, this looks like this. Can you see? And the next thing we insert is the bulb. So I have 2 bulbs, but it is said that we can only insert one. So let's insert this first, and then the next using this one. Can you see that this or the legs of the bulb is not even? Why thus it is not even? It is not even because one leg is a positive indicator and the other leg is the negative indicator. Where is the positive and where is the negative one? Well, the positive one is the longer leg. Remember, this is a positive one and this is a negative one. So we have to insert it accordingly, because if we don't insert it accordingly, the bulb will not light up. Like what I said, you have to be careful to insert it in the right hole. Okay, check and I insert it correctly. Okay, so I insert it correctly. Take a closer look. Oh, we have to insert this one. So I prefer this one, because this is much very well accurate, or the shape is very accurate to the middle or to the center division. Next is we have to insert it in the right path, so the current can flow from the other side to the opposite side. So insert it well, just like the other components, we have to insert it well. So take a closer look. This looks like this. So the last step, but not the least, is the battery. So we just gotta insert the battery. It's very simple. Yes. Light up. So can you see? Our bulb lights up. Then our connection is right. Then the current flow is flowing, because what you can see, our bulb is lighting. This is a good indicator that the current is flowing.